Oh, all right, so I'll call the meeting to order. And I would like to welcome everyone. If you are a guest, will you please raise your hand? Whoa, congratulations. Thank you so much. Now, before we get going, you have a wonderful opportunity this evening. Because of circumstances, we have ended up just today with 2 extra tickets for the Truman Dinner, which currently is going for $250 a seat. So if you would like to participate in the raffle, make sure you see Melora back there, and you too can participate. Okay, so for electeds, I know we have Susie Schwartz in the house. Susie, you want to raise your hand there? Very good. She is a Saddleback Valley School Board member. I don't see Barbara and I don't see Fran this evening. They might come in a little bit later. And we always appreciate the electeds when they can come out. Just a reminder, at the end of the meeting, gather the papers and recycle them. But the agenda, make sure you take it home because it has a lot of the addresses on it that you need. And a lot of the information that you're going to see up here and there's a QR code that's on there and everything. So take that with you so you don't have to take notes. So these are so that's that. And let's see. Oh, this is the one that I want to make sure that this is not a public forum. It's a limited forum where access is restricted to our club members and their guests to conduct our business. And especially please note that any pictures taken here this evening, which there will be some, they may become public because we have a fantastic communications team that is out there putting our stuff all over the place. So we're getting a lot of advertisement. All right, so if we can stand for the pledge this evening, and Walt, if you would like to lead us in the pledge. We've got a flag here. I guess we don't have one. All right, thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, so the consent calendar. So these are the things that are on the consent calendar. So after I go over them, then I will have a motion and a second. So one of them is to accept this agenda. The next one is to accept this quorum, which we indeed have. And then the minutes from the last meeting, and you can always get those from Janice right here. She has those available. And let's take a look at our treasurer's report. Okay, so those are the consent items. So we're doing well financially. And remember that we have some bills that we have to pay, but basically we are getting money for candidates, and that's going to come in just a second here. So take a look over here, our deposits. Marty will talk about our sustaining members. Look at, we've got some ice cream social money. They just keep having events and it all adds up. It's just quite amazing. And then the candidate meet and greet. And of course, we do have a few bills over there. So we've had some income and we've had some expenditures. The next thing on the agenda is an expenditure, and our first of the season. And the motion is to donate $2,500 to Mike Levin's election campaign. He is going to be running for HR 49. And just to let you know, we are limited in terms of how much we can donate to candidates' campaigns. However, we can donate to the primary, and we can then again donate to the general election. So we want to get ahead of the game They're all out there, right? Getting their campaigns organized. So just to wait and give our money at the end, that's not going to be advantageous to them, right? So we've, okay, Louise, a little excited there, right? Well, okay, so we're off and running. So Louise had made the motion to accept the entire consent calendar. And do we have a second for this evening? Stacy? Okay, all in favor of the consent calendar, please say aye. Any opposition? All right, thank you. Okay, so speaking of what Melora is doing right now, we are having the We the People, the DPOC fundraiser, and up here you will see these are going to be the speakers that we will have this coming Saturday. Katie Porter, which we were fortunate to have a few months ago, and then Robert Garcia. Raise your hand if you've seen Robert Garcia before. Okay, great. Some of you might have seen him at the town hall. Did you go to his town hall in Orange? Okay, because don't you agree that in a few years we're already seeing him on all of the stations, but in a few years he's going to be a name out there, and you're going to be able to say, I saw that guy. I was in the room with that guy. It's pretty cool, huh? And then let's see, we've got some rallies coming up here. Okay, I don't have this on the agenda, but I think it's really important. I've mentioned this a few times, that we are receiving an award, and that would be because of all of your efforts, from all the people on our committees, all the people that are out there all the time. We are receiving the Lindner Club of the Year award. So you might want to be in the room on Saturday when that is announced. And then the Dolores Huerta Labor Award is going to the California Teachers Association. Do we have any teachers in here? Woohoo! Okay, right here. Yep. And then for the Dick O'Neill Service Award, Fran Cedillo, which usually attends our meeting, and the past president of the DPOC, as well as Otto Briseño, the past chair of the DPOCs. And then we have Profiles in Courage, which is David Huerta, president of SEIU, the Harry S. Truman Lifetime, Lou Correa, and then the Harry S. Truman, who is going to Katrina Foley. And I bet sometime this year before the elections, we're going to have Katrina Foley in the House. So that'll be nice. Very energetic. Okay, so here goes my report. Anybody happen to have been in Dana Point this last Saturday for the tall ships? Anybody? Okay, well, we were part of a coalition of other clubs. There was a banner on a plane that started up in Seal Beach, went all the way down to Dana Point for the big festival, and yes, it was all about yes on Proposition 50. So we contributed to that. We were part of that donor. I hope we can get a little clip of that on one of our social media. I saw a little bit today. So if you keep looking at our social media, you might actually see that plane. Okay, so yes on Prop 50. This is information from last week, just to kind of let you know, only for our club. Okay, so yes, we need to know about the county. Yes, we need to know about the state. But the bottom line, what's happening with us, and we all understand, especially those of us that are in the 40th, that we are going to make a sacrifice, right? We are going to make a sacrifice for the nation. Think of that. So yes, we are making that sacrifice because in the redistricting, they had to do some fancy things so that we can ensure Derek Tran, so that we can ensure Dave Min, so that we can ensure, yes, Mike Levitt, and some of our other folks. Those are the names that we know around here. Thus, that's going to be pretty darn red. And then Dave Min, now many of you are excited about him, right? Because a lot of the Lake Forest, yes, exactly. They are going to get Dave Min back again. We had him here last week. And then Mike Levin, he is going to have hopefully a good, soft place where he can ensure his, because he's got to deal with some San Diego folks as well. So that's what's going on there. And then Louise has lots more to tell you about this. Okay, so reminder, newsletter. We're going to have Kristen, who's going to tell us about some other communication things later on. But if you're looking at the newsletter each Sunday, you're getting a lot of the details. Like I was talking to somebody recently that really wasn't aware of some of the rallies and things like that. If ever you have a question, if you go back to that newsletter, I bet you'll find it in there. Okay, so we'll have committee reports, and let's see, yep, I got all mine, and so we're off to Louise Adler for all the things that we're doing, and I want to thank, if you are on her team, would you please stand up right now? Okay, give these people an amazing hand. They have been working non-stop, and then they're continuing to work. Thank you, Louise.
Thank you, Janet. Janet's been working too. Janet actually has been going and getting boxes of literature and dragging them to my house, so it's great. Yeah. So, yes, this is not politics as usual. What's new? We knew this when Trump got elected, right? That it was going to be tough. Did you think it would be this tough? No. Well, it is. So we have to step up, okay? And the rest of the country is depending on California to fix this problem, okay? And you know there are other states like Texas. Missouri is now starting to think about doing redistricting. So Trump is trying to steal the election by doing this underhanded thing. He wants to steal it. So we have to act. Oh, remove my paperclip, I can see what's on the next slide. So there's key messages that we all need to be talking to our friends and our neighbors. Okay, the most important one is that this initiative is not going to change forever how we elect or how we create congressional districts. It is only temporary for the elections until the next census. And it is only about the congressional seats. It has nothing to do with school board seats, assembly seats, state senate seats, any of that, okay? So we're just trying to keep the Republicans from having an unfair advantage across the country. We need to get the House back. We need the House in Democratic hands. That will give our people the ability to subpoena people, to hold hearings, to really hold Trump's feet to the fire. Can we live another 2 years with him running ragged? No. So we have to stop him, okay? So everybody has to help. Everybody in this room has to get votes for Prop 50, okay? So you need to tell your friends that you, not just you support it, but you strongly support it, okay? You can put we will be getting yard signs, but you know what? You don't have to wait. You can make your own. The sign here was made by Jenny to be used at a voter registration booth, okay? So we don't need their artwork. We can do our own, okay? Make a sign and put it in your car. A little yes on 50, I support 50. And you can make a donation because some of this stuff we're having to buy ourselves out of club money. So put an extra 25 or 20 or 10 or whatever you can afford under the donation button on our club website. Okay, so why are we knocking on doors and talking to voters? Personal conversations have the most impact because they're interactive and they're focused. You can share your enthusiasm in your tone of voice. Before you knock on the door, if you smile, and they open the door and see you smiling. Okay? The voter remembers what kind of interaction they had best with this kind of personal approach. They may not remember what you say, but they will remember how you make them feel. If they close the door and they go, oh, wow, that was one of those people from the Democrats, they're from the club, they were there, they're really working hard. That's one response we want. We don't want the response of, oh, again, politics. You know, so we want this to be personal. So there's actually been research that says that the most effective way of getting out the vote is by knocking on doors, walking to doors if they're not home, and leaving our literature. How many of you were at my house last, Monday or Tuesday? Friday. Yeah. These people, stand up, y'all, because these people work really hard putting together these literature packets. So this is what the literature looks like, and also big round of applause to all of you who wrote postcards, because now the postcards are attached to this with a rubber band. So every voter out there, Democrats and no party preference, declined to state people, are going to get one of our handwritten postcards, okay? When you knock on a door of a Democrat, you increase turnout by 6%. You knock on the door of somebody who's not affiliated, it's an even bigger bump. And that's the difference between losing and winning. Right now, the polls I just saw before I came here said 50 is run in the polls is at 48% approval. We need the rest of those voters to get up to 51. And the only way we're going to get them is to dig them out of their house and talk to them, okay? So face-to-face contact dramatically increases voter turnout. It has a far greater turnout than 3 pieces of politically crafted mail. So you've been getting that mail, and Janet's been getting calls, I've been getting calls. When are we going to do something? I'm getting all this mail. Well, guess what? Where did the mail go? Except for you, most of that mail goes straight into the trash, okay? So that's why we hand the stuff to these people with handwritten notes. So sign up, make a difference. You can phone bank from your house using your own computer. It's really easy to do. Try it out. If you can't stand it, then you don't have to do it. But I make myself do an hour a day. Where's my?
Oh, then, yeah, that's after.
It's, yes, I'm sorry, there is a mistake on this. Okay, but first let me talk about phone banks, okay? Because phone banks, you set the time. You can do it whenever you want to do it, okay? And the links for this are on our website, and they're in the newsletter. Okay, so we want you to sign up for one of the big canvases. Janet and I promised there'd be 30 people at each one. We're not quite there for Mission Viejo, but we're really close. I think we're up to 26. So we expect by Saturday that we'll be at 30, okay? And then Lake Forest is the following week. And then RSM is on 10/20. So it's correct on the agenda, yes. And I know many of you over the years have said, well, I don't need to sign up on Mobilize. You know, everybody knows I'm coming, right? We are not going to have enough material for you to distribute if you don't tell us you're coming. So we do need you to sign up on Mobilize, please. And it's real easy. I'll go around and pass these out after I give up the microphone. You can just scan this with your phone, with your phone's camera, and it will take you directly to the sign up. And it's got the right date. Okay, so that's all I have to say. Thank you. Get out of the way here. Okay.
Oh, we need the microphone. Okay, now we're going to have Barbara Castillo. She's going to tell us all about voter registration. If we don't have voter registration, we don't win elections, right?
Okay, so does anybody know what today is? What national holiday it is today? It's National Voter Registration Day, believe it, believe it or not. So we ventured out over to, Janet, we did 2 days over at the Saddleback Welcome Back Involvement Fair, Saddleback College, and we had 10 volunteers, 2 days. Can the volunteers stand up? We can give them a round of applause for Saddleback. Yay! Okay. And our results, we registered on the first day 37 Democrats, and on the second day 29 Democrats. I think that 37 is like an all-time record. And it was only 3 hours each day, and we were competing with Field Team 6. So we had really good luck there. It's like, I have to say, if you want to catch fish, you have to go where the fish are. And so we've got a lot of 17 and 18-year-olds that are going to be able to vote next year in 26. Okay, and then this past Sunday, we were at the Spectrum, and we handed out like 60 of these Prop 50 flyers. We had this sign up. We handed out a lot of red cards, and people were really appreciative of that. And we also registered 5 Dems that day and 3 NPPs. So our total for the year now is 119 year to date. So it all adds up. Now, I don't know if many of you have seen this on CNN, but they had it a couple of weeks ago, and this kind of stuff curls my blood. And from 20 to 24, in 30 states, as these were the only states that tabulated this, Democratic registration declined by 2.1 million, and Republican registration increased by 2.4 million in the last. So we kind of can't let that happen in the next 2 and 4 years. So we need to really keep the registration up. And in that vein, I had a lot of people come up to me and say, you know, I have this friend, I could register her if I only had a registration form. And, you know, we can go to ocvote.com, but if we have a registration form, it really reminds us. So I'm going to have Janine come around. I think probably all of you know some 1 or 2 people you could register. 16 or 17-year-olds, you know, your next door neighbor, you could convert from an independent to a Democrat maybe. So it's real easy to fill these out. All you got to do and just fold them and drop them in the mail, postage paid. So take as many as you want. I just ordered a pile of 150, and I need to get rid of some of them. And then Julie is going to come around for our future events. If you want to get on my email list, you can just sign the yellow form, and I'll add you to my list. And so for action items, register your friends with these forms or send them to OC Vote, and sign up for the activity forms, and we'll get these numbers up. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
And while we're waiting for Suzanne to come up for the announcement about the pre-endorsement, just a reminder that our job getting Prop 50 has just gotten harder because of last week. The Republicans are coalescing. They're going to have rallies around here. So our job is now harder than it was a week ago. So keep that in mind when you're looking to volunteer for something. You're needed even that much more. All right, so Suzanne Dennis here.
All righty, let's talk club representative elections. We have that coming up at our October general meeting. And we are excited to once again invite you to apply, to send in your application to be a club representative. What would you be doing? You would be going to the pre-endorsement conference, which we now know is in person, on January 17th, hot off the press today. And you will get to support the candidates that you think are representative of your values and that of your community. But we need more of you. We're doing very, very well. For our AD 71, we have 9 women. We need 2 more. So women, if you are in AD 71 and you would like to be a part of this important process, come find me. I've got some paper applications, and you can also send an email to me at vicechair.canyondems.org. It's another way to reach me. We also need our men. We are short by about 6 folks, so AD 71 men, please step up. Your ability to support our Democrats really matters. As we look at AD 72, we need just 1 more man, and that would be fantastic if you would reach out to me today. And we do need 1 person from AD 74, and we'll take what we can get. So we're looking forward to you participating in this super important democratic process. And you might say again, what is it that they do? Well, the club representatives that we elect are 1 representative for every 20 members that we have. So you're the face and the voice of them as you support our candidates. You will be providing support for our 40th congressional district, for the AD district that you live in. Our deadline for applications is coming up. We're right in the middle of the push to get folks to apply. We will close our applications October 10th. Right after that, I'll send an email to everybody personally to let you know we have your application confirming that indeed you are on the ballot. If by any chance you don't receive an email and you thought that you applied, please reach out to me. So once again, let's talk about why would I want to do this? This just sounds like one more thing to put into the fray. You get to be knowledgeable about the candidates. You are authorized to support at the pre-endorsement conference. They will contact you, they will want to get to meet you, and they will want to tell you about themselves. What could be more exciting? I mean, this is Chevy, apple pie, and all of that good stuff. They will talk to you about their issues, their background, their capabilities, their strengths, their vulnerabilities. What else do we need from you? We need you to be available to all the candidates when they reach out and contact you. Coffee, tea, breakfast meeting, whatever. It is your job to know them well. It's an important part of our process. And finally, be representative. We are a bit of a unique club in the sense that you're unbound. Other clubs, their bylaws say that you are bound by whatever the club decides you must do. You get to be unbound. You get to make choices for yourself that you think are representative of your community. So who can apply? A reminder again, if you're a club member in good standing and have attended 2 general meetings during the last 6 months, during which times your dues were paid, you can apply. So once again, the club election is going to be on October 21st. We will get our business done fairly quickly as we fill out the ballots. By the end of that day, we will have determined who will be our club representatives. So come find me afterwards. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have and also get you to fill out the applications. We have 1 question right away, Judy. Where is the pre-endorsement meeting? It's a fabulous question. It's probably going to be in Anaheim, but I can get back to you on that. Literally, I had a text just right before I came out, and I got the latest information on it.
All right, great, thank you. That's great.
All right, we're up for membership. All right, Anita has got all of our membership that just keeps growing, and hopefully if you are here tonight, you will also, as a guest, you will join us as a member.
That's right, we got 1 tonight. So that's now 765. So, yeah, thank you, Chris. Where's Chris at? Where's Chris at? Anyway, he joined. I'm excited about it. He's got a lot of experience in social media, and I thought about you too, about taking care of our PowerPoints for you maybe, because he has good experience with that. So I have a star next to his name, just so you know. Anyway, here's our new numbers with the Democrats, all our members, 765, and our districts, Our members, our assembly districts, these are the people that Susanna was talking about, the 22 for AD 71 assembly district. We need 9 for 72, and then 1 for 74. So we need 32 altogether, right, Suzanne? That good? Okay. So next one. And here's our members renewed. We're up 385 new members. That's very exciting. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and it's through the efforts. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I listened to her about Saddleback, and I think that's a great job. You got all those, my gosh, registered. I've done that before with other groups, and I love Saddleback, and I'm sorry I didn't get to go with you guys. But next time I want to go so I can start recruiting members. That's a great place to start. So anyway, that's another thing we want to do. These are the numbers for all the different cities that we have. 356 in Mission Viejo, that's our largest one, thank goodness. Lake Forest is growing, and also Laguna Hills. So that's very nice. And yeah, it's huge, so we're good. So, okay. Okay. Yeah, 385, the new member. Oh, you're talking over there? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh, that looks really good. I'm glad you brought that out. I didn't hardly notice it. So 765 now, and we had last year 520. So yeah, that's pretty good. We're doing a great job, a big growth. That's wonderful. So some of you guys don't know that I'm part of, what do they call that social thing? It's a social media thing. God, I wish I could remember. Anyway, there's this this guy that comes up on it's Instagram. Like, how could I forget that? So anyway, there's a guy, a reporter, comes up to a young athlete and says, "Are you worried about the transitioning of men into women to compete against?" And she goes, "Oh no, I'm not concerned about that." She's on, "I'm really concerned about Republicans transitioning into fascist." That made my day. So you can make fun of me all you want for being on Instagram, but I loved it. It made my day. So you guys have a good one too. Thank you.
And where are our Laguna Hills folks? Raise your hand. Okay, just a few short weeks ago, we had 15 members from Laguna Hills, and 5 of them were all in the same family. And now you can see we're up to 46 and growing. And a reminder that this Thursday at the BJ's in Laguna Hills, we're going to have the very first meeting of the Community News Club. And Andy is going to be there, and she'll talk a little bit about that tonight. So mark that down if you're a Laguna Hills person, because it's only going to be Laguna Hills. It's 6 o'clock at BJ's this Thursday. Okay? All righty, so now let's see, Ann, all right, for outreach, let's hear it for Ann. She's always out there in the community looking where there are needs.
Kind of add on to what Janet just said. It's really important for you Laguna Hills people to start becoming involved, because 2 weeks ago they had a meeting that I went to that she's talking about, that where Merlon Gear, who's doing them all, did a presentation. After talking to the city, it's probably not going to come to the city for at least 6 months, but it is never, never, never too early to start going to city council meetings and expressing your support for low-income housing and workforce housing. So I really encourage you, Laguna Hills people, to start looking at your agendas and really become involved in that process. The new plan is actually better than the old plan for low income, I have to admit that, but they can always do more. So I just wanted to let you be aware of that. Okay, so thank you. Tommy and I were probably taking 4 loads out to our cars tonight for Laura's house, so thank you for being so generous in your presentation, and your donations. whoever handed the $20 to somebody outside, I was going to use it to get ice cream after, but I probably will give it to Laura's house. You obviously trust me with your money. Next month, we're going to do Orange County outreach. And basically, we're going to be doing a food drive for them. It's getting that fall season. And Orange County Outreach does so much for the homeless and people that are really striving to try to, stay in an apartment. And so there'll be a bunch of food that you can pick from to donate next month. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Marty, you're on. Everybody wants the mic, huh? Okay, Marty and Laura, they're up for a little fundraising. Are you doing the opportunity drawing now or at the end? Anybody okay, well, let them give their report. If you would like to get an opportunity ticket for the Truman Dinner for this Saturday, put your hand up, and then Kathy will make sure you get that while they're giving their presentation.
Hello, Canyon Dims and Friends. Yay. Just a little bit of news. There are only 412. What happened? Oh, no. Teacher voice. There are only 412 days left until the midterms are over. So get busy. We've got 412 days.
Oh, okay, we'll get the other one. Yeah, it's blinking.
Okay. So we want to thank our sustaining donors. We're growing by leaps and bounds. I remember one time we were hoping we'd just get like 10 or 15 people. And thank you, Louise. Now we're up to 119 donors plus 4 new ones. That's great news. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I was a speech pathologist, so I do language, not math, but it looks like we are over $12,000 in our sustaining donorship. So thank you, thank you, thank you to all the sustaining donors. We've got a really cool party planned to thank you. So if you want to be one of the cool kids and get invited to the secret party, get on your phone, go to Act Blue, and sign up to be a sustaining donor. It just takes an extra $5 a month or 10 or 100 or whatever you got left around, laying around, or you could just make a one-time donation. That works too. So thank you, thank you, thank you, sustaining donors. You make a big difference in how we get people elected because we can give the money because you did. In light of all the stuff going on with Proposition 50, we decided we would postpone our hoedown because, the hoedown is important, but not as important as passing Prop 50. So we'll do that in March, and we have a date for it, and it'll go into the newsletter in a little while. And it's not too soon to start thinking about our holiday O'Neill brunch. And we need donations for fundraising, gift cards, bottles of wine worth at least $20 for our wine pull. And if you... Okay, start bringing the wine to the meeting next month if you have it. And if you've been there, you've seen that we have all kinds of stuff. We get art, and we get gift cards, and we get quilts, and we get all kinds of stuff. It's just, there's nothing that we can't use. So if you've got some things that you'd like to donate, we would be very, very happy to help you with that. And then I also want to, just on a side note, I want to thank all of you who stepped up and have volunteered to help us this coming Saturday at the Truman Dinner. We decided we were going to say that we would help with the centerpieces and ended up running the silent auction. It was a little bit bigger job than we thought it was going to be. But we had some lovely people sign up. In fact, at one point about a week ago, there were 15 people signed up, and 12 of them were Canyon Dems. So we love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's why we're Club of the Year. That's right. Okay, so everybody got your tickets? Okay, let's pull one. Here comes the lucky person who gets to go to the Truman Dinner and not pay $500. And the number is 948347. 948. 347. Yay, come on up here. We need to get your information so we can put you on the list. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, I need you to come up here. I'm gonna get all your
Yeah, we got
information.
it.
Oh, it's mine? Okay. Wait, is he getting both of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who is it? Who is
I thought we were doing one each. I'm
Who is it?
Oh, great. Okay. Mike, okay. You can go back and sit down. I didn't know it was you.
It doesn't matter since we know it's Mike, right? All right, yes, so go get his information, please, so we'll know the names, the two names. And then, as you noticed, the rest of the team has all the merch. They've got some new t-shirts over there. And so make sure you get your t-shirts for the rallies that you're going to, for the door knocking that you're doing. You've got an outfit right there, uniform. We love those uniforms, right? Then you don't have to think about it. All right, so communications. So Kristen, come on up. And this is Kristen Wilcox. Some of you have met her a few times. She is now going to take over for Kathy Palmer, who did an excellent job mentoring and training a new person. And that will be under the newsletter. She does several hats. This is under communications with Cindy Ashley.
Good evening. My name is Kristen Wilcox, and I have a short presentation for you all about how to stay in the know and resources. So we'll start with 3 apps that should be on your phone. I'm sure most of you are already familiar with 5 calls. This is if you want to actually talk on the telephone, you can pick an issue that's important to you. It gives you the representatives and their phone numbers, and it also gives you a script of what you can say. 5 calls is really great on the federal level. This is my favorite one. It's called Goods. You can put in products and companies, and it will tell you how much money they have donated to Democrats and Republicans, so you can support accordingly. I love this app. ResistBot is 5 calls for people that don't like to talk on the phone. That's me. So you can text ResistBot and it will draft an email or a text for you, and it will give you the information on who to send it to. This is really awesome for when you're just like sitting somewhere bored and you want to be productive. ResistBot's really good for that. And then this is 5 places to get local information. All of these are free. Shout out to communications team for doing such great work on the socials. You can follow the club through all of these platforms. They all have a little bit of different information on them. Our videos have been doing amazing lately, so good job, comm team. Reddit, I'm really excited to talk about this. I run the Reddit accounts. Again, this is for people that don't like social media. That's me. There's no algorithm, there's no profile, followers don't matter, friends don't matter, it's not about pictures, it's just you joining different Reddit groups that interest you. Because there's no algorithm, you will never see anything that you did not sign up for. Reddit is very good for joining individual cities, so join Lake Forest Reddit, Mission Viejo Reddit, for following individual politicians, and also for following federal accounts as well. 5051 has it as well. Reddit is super awesome. I recommend it. And these are the individual accounts. As you see, it says r/, that just means Reddit. So Orange County has one, the Democrats have one. We have one. You don't need to follow us because followers don't matter. It's anti-social media. Oh yes, the newsletters. So this is the general newsletter that gives you all of the club information. You can sign up for this on the Canyon Dems website. And then this is my wheelhouse, the individual newsletters. The city newsletters is where all of the tea is for city council and city happenings. The newsletter writers work really hard to give up-to-date information that you're not going to find in the big papers. We go to city council, we talk to the community, and we bring that information back to you guys. So that's where all of the real juice is. Definitely read them, especially for the city council recaps. And for some local news, Voice of OC is free. There's a lot of journalists that came from OC Weekly and OC Register. They are free and they're nonprofit, so they don't always get everything, but they're pretty up to date, and they also will take leads. So if you guys have something you want to see covered, write them. And then, of course, Substack. We had our beloved Jeff Pearlman come in here and talk. His Substack is up there. Jess Craven is up there. She doesn't live in OC, but she covers OC. Substack is free. You can join a bunch of them. Just look for local Orange County people. And it's mostly retired journalists on there that give really good stuff. So Substack is awesome too. And then also, if any of you need help navigating these apps or downloading them, I'm going to be by the canvassing booth in the back after the meeting, and I would love to help you all. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Okay, so now we are going to, JJ, you want to make a announcement about your wonderful group that you've got going there? Got some young people in our group now. It's pretty cool.
Thank you. Yeah, so just the next happy hour is not this one, but you should go to this one if you're in Laguna Hills, September 18th.
Oh, yeah, that's the fun one, yeah.
The next one is next Thursday, usual location, Gamecraft Brewing at 6 p.m. And that was really all I was going to say before coming up here, but I just want to say a couple more things really quick. One of them was, it's a very tough time to be a person in this country right now. And last week, I think, was very difficult. And a lot of the information that I get exposed to as a younger person is through social media. And what happened last week was very scary. And also the reaction to it was very demoralizing and just very scary. So I just want to say that the path through darkness is not through violence, but it's through community. And the reason why we started doing this is because we felt a need for community, especially among younger people. So much of our world, our worldview is informed by the information that we consume through our screens, right? Whether that's our television screen or our phone screen. And I think the path forward when it comes to building community and really coming together as a country starts with real world interactions. We have to break through the screen, and that's why coming to these meetings I think is so important. That's why the BJ's happy hour this Thursday for Laguna Hills is, I encourage anybody who lives in Laguna Hills to participate in that. I've gotten a tremendous level of meaning from these happy hours that we've been doing with Young Canyon Dems. So please tell your kids, your grandkids about them. And that's just really what I wanted to say. We have to come together as a country, and it's going to start with being out there in the real world, not just through our screens. So that's it. Thank you.
And then Suzanne is going, I'm going to leave that up for just a second. That is also on your agenda, the QR code. So you can sign up for the meeting at Gamecraft, all right, on the back of your agenda. And then Suzanne is going to tell us the up and coming, would you like to do that? The up and coming. This is what you have to look forward to for next month. Then we'll get to this one.
Well, we're excited to have Dr. Mario Barnes will be coming to present on issues related to the Constitution and violation of laws and so on. Very excited to have him. We are also having Braver Angels will come talk to us next year. It's looking like it's going to be February. And it is about how you dialogue with the impossible, how you find a common ground. And we were just a little uncertain, was this going to be something really important for us? And then the redistricting came along. And I think this is just going to be so important for us. So I expect we get a big turnout. And I'm excited to tell you, Janet Henry's contact, John Bauman, Shana Na, is interested in coming to speak to us. So we are going to hope to pull him on in. He's Bowser, the greaser. Does everybody remember him? If you're over 60, you're with me, you know who he is. So he'll be phenomenal, so we're hoping to get him too. So those are our upcoming speakers, and we've got some marvelous speakers for tonight. Okay. Ted, would you like to do the introduction?
Yes, I will. I'm all right. Hey, relax. Everybody relax. It's just part of my act. Good evening, fellow Democrats and defenders of democracy. Tonight, we have a double doctorate come to speak to us, Drs. Michael Moodian Fred Smuller and Michael Moodian. Dr. Smuller received his doctorate in poli-sci from University of Indiana, Bloomington, very fine school, a beacon of light in the Midwest cornfields. Dr. Moodian teaches judicial ethics at Chapman College. He is a member of the Judicial Ethics.
Things that we need to be doing in addition, right, to our Prop 50. So keep up the good work. Take any of the flyers, if anything, gather them up so that we can recycle them. Don't leave them behind. One more announcement here.
If you're going to walk with us, you need to get the new PDI on your phone that has a blue background. The folks in the back corner are waving. It'll take you just 5 minutes. Go back there, see them, get it out of the way now. It'll be much faster than coming Saturday morning.
Okay, see you in a month.